The main event, Flores and Shumenov. Both fighters have entered the ring. Let's take a look at the Corona tail of the tape. Shumenov at 15-2, 10 via knockout. Flores 31-1-1, 20 wins coming via knockout. Flores 5 years older than Shumenov, both 6'2". Flores with the 5-inch reach advantage. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the cruiserweight division. A look at the rules. No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. And the fight will become official after 4 rounds. To arena announcer Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Pearl Theater at the Palms Resort Casino here in Las Vegas, Premier Boxing Champions now presents the main event live on NBCSN. 12 rounds in the Cruiserweight division. The 3 judges ringside are Patricia Morris-Jarman, Dave Moretti, and Steve Morrow. And the referee in charge when the bell sounds, Robert Bird. Introducing first out of the red corner, wearing red with whites, his professional record, 31 wins, 20 of those coming inside the distance, opposite 1 defeat and 1 bout even. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing, it's primetime, BJ Flores. Across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black with the gold trim. As a professional, his record stands at 15 wins, 10 of those coming by way of knockouts against 2 defeats. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Kazakhstan. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Beirut Shumenov.
Let's go, BJ!
He's okay. Referee, cup.
All right, gentlemen,
Too high.
you've had your instructions in the dressing room. I'll remind you now, when I tell you stop, what that means is stop whatever you're doing, give me a clean break. Anything on the belt here, right here, it's going to be good. Anything on the belt right here, it's going to be good. Gentlemen, let's do this.
Okay.
This fight originally scheduled for June 20th, but Shumenov suffered a shoulder injury. A look at BJ Flores, fights out of Phoenix, Arizona. And Shumenov, born of the former Soviet Republic of Kazakhstan, lives here in Las Vegas, fighting in Las Vegas for the 5th time. BJ Flores 3-0 in Las Vegas throughout his career. Scheduled for 12 rounds, Flores and Shumenov. As usual, the filling out process early.
Yes, and I tell you what I'm seeing here from both fighters is that they're very alert, taking their time.
We saw such focus in the eyes of Flores when we met with him yesterday.
Very intense, because he knows what this fight means to him. It means a lot. It's his career.
Big flurry by Shumenov.
This is what Shumenov wants, to turn this thing into a fight. Get inside,
Listen,
work the body.
You can't do that and hit.
I love to see BJ utilize more legs, more jabs.
Ray had talked about how important this fight is to Flores. He told us, I have a lot left to accomplish. I can rectify how my career should have gone.
But you all have to also put that in perspective. In other words, in the ring, he has controlled those emotions. He's still a little nervous here, which is expected. He has to keep those hands up and be aware of those punches that's thrown over the overhead punches.
Good right hand.
That good right by Flores, and then a body shot with the left. Shumenov, a former light heavyweight champion, won the title in just his 10th professional fight.
Shumenov is doing some different things than what we've seen in tapes before. You know, he's moving. He's got his hands up a little higher than he did before in the past. Flores needs to utilize the jab to get in and utilize the distance and the width of the ring.
Big right hook by Flores.
There's that jab. Stop Babel right in his tracks. Flores needs to continue that jab, double it up, triple it up if he needs to.
I would agree. Keep that jab working. It's all about timing right now.
Oh, big right by Flores. Final seconds of round one.
With Shumenov with his left hand down like that, it could be a very dangerous thing for Shumenov to keep his left hand down.
That one shot that landed with the right hand, that has given BJ Flores a huge amount of confidence right now.
And Steve Farhood gave round one to BJ Flores.
And then now we're in the second round here. Butterflies have flown away a bit. Nervousness is down. We're in the mix. This is like a chess match and then a checker match. Chess and checkers, chess and checkers.
And that's exactly what Ismail Salas, Shumenov's trainer, said earlier this week. He said first few rounds may be like a master chess game. Second fight for Shumenov with Salas in his corner, the Cuban. After, as Steve alluded to, Shumenov worked without a trainer for a number of fights, including his matchup with Bernard Hopkins.
When BJ Flores uses his left hand, it's a thing of beauty. It's solid, it's accurate, it's powerful. He just needs to slow down a little bit. Still a little butterflies.
Yeah, Shumenov went southpaw there for a minute. I don't think it's because of confusion or anything, but you know, he is trying to find a home to land some punches on Flores, and Flores is doing a good job. Like Ray said, I love to see utilization of that jab much more.
Chance of BJ from the crowd here in Las Vegas.
What he's doing now, Kenny, he's timing. He's taking his time, trying to get that right hand. It's just, he's about an inch or so away from the right hand.
Oh, big right by Flores again.
That left hand, that jab is a measuring stick. So the closer he gets to it, the right hand comes.
BJ loves that right hand. He loves it. He feels so much comfortable when he's landing the right hand, when he's throwing it, when he's able to launch it. He's found a home for it. His confidence is going through the roof right now.
Another right by Flores, following the left jab.
Don't do that. Okay? Let's go.
Warning from referee Robert Bird.
I don't know what Shumenov was doing in that corner, but it's time to fight, man.
Beibut Shumenov, an Olympian back in 2004 in Athens, broke his hand during his first round match, lost in the second round. He retired, he earned his law degree. Worked for a judge for a while, and then returned to boxing, turned pro in 2008.
Very smart from Shumenov to turn this thing into an ugly match. A street fight. We want Flores to exchange punch for punch.
Shumenov is very smart in this round. He's utilizing the ring, making Flores follow him around, attack when he wants. Very smart man.
He learned boxing watching Mike Tyson films. He said, I thought U.S. boxers were superhumans. I imagined all fighters were like Tyson and Sugar Ray.
Shumenov, I tell you, he's thinking. He's switching up. He's ambidextrous. Fight left hand, right hand.
Let's check in with Kenny Rice. Kenny.
All right, in Beyboot's corner, Ishmael, what do you think about the fight so far?
No, we've been controlling the fight. Everything is, we will take long 12 rounds. We don't try to make knockout. We don't need to be just sticking the plan, be behind the front hand, and then we can catch his mistake.
Beyboot's showing a little bit of southpaw there. What kind of plan? Was that part of the plan, or are you improvising?
No. It's a part of the plan. We've been working for that through the camp. We have a long camp. We try to make him to make mistake. So we can switch anytime. And then after he made mistake, we can get him.
All right, thanks, Ishmael. Kenny?
Thanks, Kenny. Shumenov feels very comfortable working with Salas, who is from Cuba. The Cuban program similar to the Soviet boxing program as far as fundamentals are concerned.
I am impressed with this guy. I mean, with his amateur background, or no background at all. I mean, this is ring generalship, using the ring. He knows where he is. He switches orthodox, southpaw, taking his time, jabbing. He's doing everything.
Knowing Flores' father, Frank, and his trainer, Jacob, what I'm seeing is Flores needs to stop loading up on his right hand, and I'm sure they're going to tell him, go back to the jab.
The jab.
Stop lunging in with that right hand. You can get something like that done to you. Counter left hook by this man. Shumenov is doing great with his legs in this round.
Round 3, winding down in Las Vegas.
Look at this. BJ Flores has to use his jab. He has a solid, nice jab, powerful jab when used.
Round 4, scheduled for 12. Kenny Albert, Sugar Ray Leonard, Steve Cunningham, and Kenny Rice coming to you from the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas.
There's that jab. That jab to the stomach gets you distance, let you know where the opponent is. I'm sure we'll see that right hand come flying in the next 30 seconds, possibly from Flores. There it is. Flores also needs to cut the ring off. Shumenov's using the ring pretty good. He needs to just put that right foot over and launch a good combination. I like to see more combinations from Flores.
We saw a nice left from Shumenov.
You know, I said early in the opening that Shumenov hand speed has no hand speed. He does have hand speed. It's amazing to me what he's displaying here.
Well, that's probably a good product of him moving up, feeling comfortable in the weight, carrying the weight, muscle, helping him with his endurance and speed.
And look at his balance. I mean, he's moving around the ring, and because what Flores needs to do is to cut the ring off, meaning make this ring smaller by stepping to the left and to the right, or to the right, I should say.
Yes. Just ingenious movement right there. Some people would call that running. Ray, me and you know that's boxing right there.
That's boxing. Sweet science.
A look at the power punch percentages. Flores at 43%, Shumenov 26%.
But also, can Shumenov, can he maintain this movement?
Yeah, this is a 12-round fight. Down the stretch, we'll see. He's been there before.
1 minute remaining in round 4, scheduled for 12.
I can't give this round to Flores so far. He needs to land some shots. His jab is falling short. It's like he doesn't want to commit, and the right hand hasn't found a home this round at all.
Left jab by Shumenov.
It's pretty funny. We watched the tapes on Shumenov, and he wasn't the boxer.
He was very methodical.
Yeah, he stalked and walked and threw heavy shots. Right now, he's changed, you know. He's switched.
Yeah, he's changed his style under the new trainer, Salas. It's their second fight together.
It was a good right hand by Flores. Another one.
From both fighters. Great shot.
Round 4 comes to an end.
That is the terrific athletic family of the Flores, Kenny.
That's right, Kenny and his brother Jeremy kicked the game-winning field goal for the University of Colorado against Texas back in 2001. And Kenny alluded to his grandfather's saga following the plane crash. It was turned into a major motion picture starring Ed Asner.
Wow.
Round 5 scheduled for 12. Steve Farhart, how do you see it?
Kenny, I think it's a very, very close fight. It really is determined by what you like. The first and fourth rounds, I think, were swing rounds. Very close rounds. Second round, clearly Flores. Third round, clearly Shumenov. So, long way to go. I think it's very close right now.
All right, thanks, Steve. 38 apiece on Steve's scorecard over the first 4 rounds.
That was a good exchange there. Shumenov threw his punch, and immediately Flores came right back with the combination. That's a great exchange right there from both fighters.
And both fighters are throwing a variation of punches, jab and hooks and everything, but they have to throw more of it.
Flores can't keep eating shots like that to the body. Those things will show up in the later rounds. Shumenov has been finding a home for that straight jab to the stomach. There it is again, and the right hand.
BJ wants his man to be stationary. Wants his man to slow down.
But that has not been the case over the first 4 rounds.
Shumenov, he hits and gets out.
In and out, in and out. Good strategy by Shumenov. Flores looking to be the bigger man. He is the bigger man tonight. The movement is really causing a problem for Flores right now. He needs to cut the ring off and launch.
Well, see, that becomes frustration.
Yep, Shumenov able to back away from that attempted right from Flores. We saw Flores with that left jab. Again, looking to set up the right hook.
I would like to see Flores go to the body and also cut that ring off. Because when he lands a punch, it snaps the head back.
Yes.
"15 seconds remaining in round 5. Wanting him to switch from left-handed stance to a right-handed stance.
Well, that can be very confusing if done properly.
Time in, let's go.
When we met with Shumenov yesterday, he referred to himself as a miracle. As a baby, suffered a severe case of food poisoning, was told to stay away from physical activity. He was once nearly run over by a train while training. And then in 2012, suffered from dehydration, brain issues, artery issues in his neck. He lost vision, suffered memory loss, breathing issues. He went to Kazakhstan, he told us, to say goodbye to his family.
This young man doesn't give up.
He was admitted to the presidential hospital, and 1 month later, he was cured.
That's the reason why you have a man who can train himself for a Bernard Hopkins fight. All the other stuff he's been through, that was probably on the same level.
Right, his second fight under Salas tonight. As we head over to the Flores corner and Kenny Rice.
All right, thanks, Kenny. I'm with trainer and father Frank. Frank, what about the fight so far?
Right now, I'd like to see him work his jab a little more. I think we're finding his range a little bit, and he's feeling comfortable just countering him right now.
Has Beyboot surprised you in any way?
Oh, I'm surprised a little bit that he's not coming forward, because he's always said coming back is like fighting like a girl, so I'm surprised he's doing that. He's always been kind of a macho kind of guy and always wanted to come forward. And has always said that if you fight on your heels, you're fighting like a girl, and that's what he's doing right now.
BJ seems to be settling in your opinion?
He's settling in, but, you know, we just got to really find his... He's got to really cut him off a little more and still work behind the jab. He's trying to one-shot him, and He's finding the range on him, though. It's just a matter of time now, I think.
Thanks, Frank. Kenny?
All right, thanks, Kenny. Have you guys ever heard that description of a fighter backing up?
No. That's new to me.
Well, Frank Flores, BJ's dad, a former coach of the Army boxing team back in the 80s. He assisted U.S. Olympic coach Kenny Adams in the corner of his son, BJ.
I know some female fighters right now who will be offended at that statement there, because they kick some serious butt.
They might invite Frank Flores into the ring. Robert Burr, the referee, steps in.
The establishment of the jab for BJ Flores is imperative. He must establish a double jab, a triple jab at times, and come out of this, I just want to knock him out phase.
BJ appears to be a little frustrated, and I think that, like his father said, use that jab, because that jab is a measuring stick.
See right there, he touched him, He needs to double it up, close the distance, then the right hand will find a home similar to that, and we'll have ourselves a good situation.
I've heard. Round 7, scheduled for 12. BJ Flores referred to this fight as the biggest of my career. He told us that Shumenov tends to start strong and fade late. I need to bang away at his body late.
I love what Frank Flores was telling his son in the corner, and his whole team was telling him. Touch something. You got a moving target, touch something. Jab him to the chest, hit his hands, hit anything. Get your distance, and then you can launch the right hand.
And that's been the key to Flores' success here tonight. Set up the right hook with the left jab.
And then in Shumenov corner, they were saying to counter the counter.
Counter the counter puncher. Very, very intelligent corners we have here, you know, on both sides.
1 minute gone by in round 7. Oh, big right by Flores.
Both fighters are doing the right thing. It just depends on who lands that punch.
Yes. I'd like to see Flores switch up his power attack from Beibou's left side to the right side. Come with big left hooks here and there. Beibou's expecting that big right hand. Let's switch it up a bit.
Flores has landed 20 more power punches than Shumenov to this point. Flores told us yesterday he cannot beat me unless I get off my game plan and make mistakes. Has he stuck with his game plan, Steve, for the most part?
Yeah, he's doing the plan. And I like what he's been doing this round. He's been going to the body when he sees an opportunity, just as his dad has told him. Great move.
Frank Flores said it starts with the jab, and that's exactly what it needs to be done. That jab leads up to everything.
Shumenov is taking chances now. Seems like he's getting he's slowing a little bit, or Flores is picking up. Either one. Shumenov is still utilizing the ring, sticking with his game plan. Seems to be keeping him out of serious trouble.
Is he moving a little bit less over these last 2 rounds than we saw earlier?
I believe he is. It looks as though he is. We'll see what's going on the next round if he's getting any wear and tear.
I don't think he's slowing down. The way he's moving here, good legs.
Final seconds, round 7.
BJ's comfortable with that right hand landing. He's landing it when he wants to sometimes. He's comfortable with his power. He believes he's got knockout power. He believes he can knock Beibou Shumenov out.
One-point edge for BJ Flores on Steve Farhard's scorecard, thanks to the 10-9 round 7 advantage Flores.
Let him up, let him out. Let him up, let him out.
Beibut Shumenov at 15-2. He's fought in 8 world title fights. He's gone up against 5 world champions. Made 5 successful defenses of his title. Got Flores there with the left. Let's check in with Kenny Rice. Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny. You guys were talking about Ismael Celeste earlier, about the legendary Cuban trainer who now for the 2nd straight fight is training Shumenov. That's because Beibut at one time decided he would do better training himself, including a fight against one Bernard Hopkins. He went 3 fights in a row where he was his own trainer. He said enough of that. So the fight before this one, he talked to Ismael and said, I think you would fit well with me. I'm from the old Soviet Union style myself. Cuban fighters are more like that. I think we've got something in common. So far, it seems to be working fairly nice coming into this fight.
Now we asked Beibut how hard he was on himself as his own trainer. He said, I would force myself to spend 12 hours in the gym daily.
He's really a guy who goes more than 100%. And it is proven here by his display of boxing.
Shumenov says he's determined. He's not motivated by money. He's motivated by being a legend, to the effect of Mike Tyson and Sugar Ray Leonard.
Right, his parents were jobless following the dissolving of the Soviet Union back in 1991, but now they're among the wealthiest families in Kazakhstan. They own large marketplaces and a construction business.
You look at the eyes of Shumenov. He very focused, taking his time, well balanced.
20 seconds remaining in round 8, scheduled for 12 in the cruiserweight division.
Just keep picking the clean punches, countering. He's a superior athlete, a superior boxer. Just maintain what you're doing.
And David, I can't let you go without asking, is there one more fight in you? I don't think you've officially retired, so what's next?
There's a lot more in me. There's a lot more than one fight in me. So there'll be an announcement coming there pretty soon.
All right, you don't want to tell me now? You can't.
Not just yet.
All right, David, thanks for your time. Kenny?
All right, thanks very much, Kenny. How do you guys see it over the first 8 rounds?
Well, I don't know what David is looking at. This fight's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it real with you. BJ's my homie and everything, but I just think it's back and forth. You know, each round you got one for BJ, one for Shumenov. I don't think it's as you know, dominant by BJ as he says.
What does your scorecard look like, Steve?
Kenny, I have this fight yet to be won, even after 8 rounds on my card. I thought Flores had a little momentum, winning 6 and 7, but I gave Shumenov 8. Shumenov does very well in the rounds where he moves his hands, but he goes long stretches without moving his hands, and that makes it very tempting for the judges to go the other way in that round.
All right, thanks very much, Steve. So 76 apiece on Steve Farhood's scorecard over the first 8 rounds.
This could be one of those fights where it depends on what type of style the judges like. You have Shumenov boxing, moving, using his ability, using his legs, and you have Flores walking him down, trying to land big shots.
Well, I must say that, personally speaking, I am so impressed with Shumenov. Because the tapes I saw of him, the fights I saw of him, and the way he looked, unfortunately, you can't judge a book by its cover. He is really have impressed me with this fight.
Right, moving around a lot more today, Ray, than what we saw on film.
Yes, he was kind of a stationary target. And I figured that'd be a lot easier for Flores.
I tell you, it seems like he's taking a book out of that Bernard Hopkins, you know, taking a page out of that book. This is kind of what Bernard did to him to an extent. When you fight a guy like Bernard, very experienced, you can either get beat down or learn from it.
How about the fact that he's moved up as far as his weight for this bout?
That too is impressive.
Told us he feels stronger and has more energy following
Well,
the 25-pound weight gain.
Again, the toughest thing in the world for boxers is losing weight.
Easier to gain than lose. Round 9 winding down. Round 10 scheduled for 12 here at Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas. Kenny Albert, Sugar Ray Leonard, Steve Cunningham, and Kenny Rice.
Did you see that jab of Flores? Very powerful. He needs to use that a lot more. Double it up sometimes, not just one. His father even said, use that jab, double the jab up. It's been very effective.
His father Frank, his trainer, in his corner with that advice early in the fight. Steve Farhood gave round 9 to Shumenov, so an 86-85 edge. Steve having Shumenov winning both rounds 8 and 9.
When I sparred with Flores, you know, his team, his father Frank and his other trainer Jacob, they're very intelligent. He has a very intelligent corner. And his father respects the boxing fundamentals, jab, double jab, up and down with the punches. Flores has the right information. Shumenov isn't allowing him to use it as much. And then with Flores being a power puncher, he wants to land that right hand so bad. May seem like BJ may be getting a little winded. I mean, Shumenov has been touching him to the stomach, to the midsection, just as that with the jab throughout the whole fight. We'll see in these next couple rounds.
Body shot by Shumenov. Yet again, the left jab by Flores. Shumenov with the big edge and body shots landed 31. Only 7 by Flores.
I see a little frustration in Flores. He appeared, I don't think he expected this much movement, hand speed, or power, I should say.
And also ring generalship.
And ring generalship.
Shumenov is using this ring. He's boxing like this is the way he fights all the time, and we know this wasn't.
Well, under the influence of his new trainer, Salas, fighting under Ishmael for only the second time, and you can tell he has certainly had a positive effect on Shumenov.
I mean, what I saw on film is nothing like what I'm seeing here. It's night and day. And he's calm, poised.
It seems that Shumenov has gotten into his comfort zone, and Flores is just trying to get that big punch in.
That is priceless. That's gold. When your trainer tells you you have 6 minutes or 12 minutes before you're the champ. More incentive.
Shumenov is using that jab as we would expect Flores to. That's one problem when you have a guy who has a big punch. He has a right hand. Sometimes they will abandon the jab and just rely solely on that big punch.
Steve Farhood has given Shumenov the last 3 rounds, rounds 8, 9, and 10.
Look what's happening, Kenny. He's becoming more aggressive than Flores.
And he's throwing combinations. Flores is coming back with the counter shot, but it's one shot. You know, 1, 2 shots. Shumenov is hitting clean shots, combinating jab up and down. He's mixing it up. That looks good.
He's trying to lead off rights. He's circling, he's moving, he's slipping the punches. He's doing everything that should be done in a fight of this nature.
This is a big fight for both of these men.
Body shots.
The winner gets to fight Denis Lebedev, world title holder.
Right.
This is very important.
Midway through round 11, scheduled for 12.
He's mixing his punches up. Who is this guy?
Here's an amazing story we've talked about.
You see the body language of Flores. That's frustration right there.
Listen, I envision this Flores just knock this guy out. I have to say that.
Shumenov escaped death on 3 occasions. His family went from rags to riches.
Flores is frustrated. He seems confused. He just doesn't know what to attack with. And he comes with one jab that's not going to get it.
Let me show you something that is missing. Look at this. Look at his eyes. He's observing the eyes. It's the vision.
Alertness.
Alertness. He's prepared before it happens. Right hooks, right hands, left hooks, uppercuts.
Flores is just following him around. He needs to cut the ring off and go to work. These are the last rounds, championship rounds. We need to prove we're going to be champion. We need to put this work in and get this next fight.
There's a left by Flores as time winds down here in round 11.
Shumenov looked like a veteran out here.
A veteran, yes he does.
He's a former champ. Here we go, the 12th and final round in Las Vegas. It's the first time BJ Flores has gone 12 rounds since November of 2010 against Danny Green in what turned out to be the only loss of his professional career in Australia.
In that corner, you just heard Frank Flores tell BJ, cut the ring off. And you see what has been frustrating BJ Flores for the whole night is the movement of Shumenov. When he said, how? How do I cut the ring off? Shumenov's movement is very good this fight.
And that's something, Steve, you've been talking about throughout this fight.
The movement, legs is key in the fights, legs, speed, but ring generalship tops all of it.
And Shumenov is not just running. He's using the ring, but he's not running. He's trying to stay away from shots.
That's where BJ should have let off at least 6 punches. This is the 12th round in a championship fight, a fight that can get you to that world title. It's time to let it go.
Under 2 minutes remaining.
BJ has to at least get him on the canvas.
I think so.
And any chance of winning this fight.
106-103 in favor of Shumenov on Steve Farhood's scorecard.
It's a good performance on BJ Flores' part. I've never seen him this much determined, revved up with the will to win, but Shumenov put on a good show of boxing ability and confusion tonight. Even for us, Ray.
I take my hat off.
Good shots by Flores there. Just needs a little more. This is the 12th round.
1 minute remaining.
I mean, BJ is not giving up, but, you know, with all this inactivity, I think those are factors too, major factors in a fighter.
It could come down to what the judges like, you know, the stalker or the walker.
Right, Ray, you make a good point. As far as the inactivity coming into this fight, Flores fought only 20 rounds the last 3.5 years. Seconds remaining. Impressive performance by Beibut Shumenov. 3-point edge on Steve Farhood's scorecard over the first 11 rounds over BJ Flores. The final 10 seconds. Oh, big right by Flores.
That's the right hand he was looking for all night.
That will do it. They go the distance. Flores and Shumenov gave the fans their money's worth here at the Palms in Las Vegas as they go the distance. BJ coming over for a handshake with both Sugar Ray and Steve.
It's that ring generalship right there. Nice hug after the fight.
It is time for the decision to arena announcer Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. Judges at ringside, Steve Morrow, Dave Moretti, and Patricia Morse-Jarman are in the coordinates 116-112 for your winner by unanimous decision,